Hello everyone, this is Professor Raghavendra Adhyapak, KLS Kokte College of Commerce, Belagavi. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the concept of return and risk. Okay, so first we will see about the return. Okay, so basically, any of us, if making any investment, the main motive or objective behind that is to get some return. Okay, correct, right? For example, I have 10,000 rupees and I wanted to earn something return on that amount instead of keeping that 10,000 rupees in my pocket. Okay. So if you kept that 10,000 rupees in your cupboard or it in your pocket, it will not get any return. Okay. But instead of that, the same amount, if you invest in somewhere, for example, if you do any FD for a 5 years or a 1 year, or you purchase some shares, debentures, right? Like that, if you invest that amount, it will fetch some return, correct? So the main objective behind the investment is getting the return. Okay, so already we studied that in the beginning itself. Whenever we invest with the intention of some good return, that is always associated with a risk, correct? So regarding that return and risk, we will study now little bit deeper. Okay, so first one is return. So what is return? The major objective of an investment is to earn and maximize the return. Income is either interest on bonds or debentures or dividend on equity or any other kind of return. Okay, so what this is that major objective of investment. हम किस लिए investment करते हैं? कुछ तो रिटर्न पाने के लिए, करेक्ट? टू गेट सम रिटर्न वी invest, correct? So that is the main objective behind the investment. Okay, and maximize the return. So क्या expect करते हैं हम? Not only a return, it should be a good return or a maximize return. कहाँ पे ज्यादा मिलते हैं वहां पे हम क्या करते हैं? इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, राइट? सो दैट मैक्सिमाइज और मैक्सिमम रिटर्न का हमको क्या होता है? एक्सपेक्टेशंस होता है. So with that intention or that objective, we are going to invest in different securities, correct? So return क्या होता है? So return may be interest, right? For example, if you kept some 10,000 rupees in bank as a deposit, like as a FD, so whatever interest you're getting on that, that is the return. Okay, if you have shares, whatever dividend you're getting, that is the return. Okay, for example, if you have any bonds or debentures on that, whatever interest you're getting, that is the return. Okay, so amount whatever you invested on that, whatever money as a return you getting, okay, that all comes under this return. Next is rate of return. Okay, so what is the rate of return? We want to measure the return, right? So how much return we are getting? 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. There should be some measurement, right? So in case of rate of return, we are going to measure that. Okay, so what we measure? The rate of return on an investment for a period is calculated as follows. For example, if you had if you kept the some amount for 1 year, you will get the 8% of return, 9% of return, right? So FD ke liye 10% of return, like that. In banks or post office, for a different scheme, what is the different rate of return will be there, right? So what is that? That is the return on that particular investment for a certain period of a time. It may be 1 year, it may be 2 year, it may be 5 year. So depending on the scheme, correct? So the return always calculated with the help of following formula. Okay, so what is rate of return? So rate of return is equal to annual income plus into the bracket ending price minus beginning price divided by beginning price. So this is the formula which we use to calculate the return. Okay, by seeing simply this formula, we will not understand that how it exactly work. Okay, so now we will take a one simple example and try to understand how this rate of return will be calculated. Okay, next, see here, what is the problem now given? Example, Ajay bought a share of a company of rupees 140 from the market on 1/6/2012. The company paid dividend of rupees 8 per share. Later, Ajay sold the share for rupees 160 on 1/6/2013. ओके, क्या दिया है यहाँ पे? अजय है, अजय ने क्या किया है? एक कंपनी का शेयर्स को परचेज किया है. ओके, सो शेयर्स का परचेजिंग प्राइस क्या है? 140. कब परचेज किया था? 1/6/2012 में. ओके ओके, so what is that? Afterward, what the given? Company paid the dividend of rupees 8 per share. ओके, जो कुछ भी अजय ने परचेज किया था शेयर 140 का, उसके ऊपर कंपनी ने क्या दिया? द कंपनी इज गिवन हर 8 rupees as a dividend. Okay, so dividend is nothing but a return on investment, that is. Okay, so after that, what is done? Later Ajay sold the share at rupees 160 on 1/6/2013. So एक साल के बाद अजय को लगा this is not so good and he sold that share for rupees 160 on 1/6/2013. Okay, so now we have to calculate the what is the rate of return on his investment. Okay, so what is the formula? Formula is rate of return is equal to annual income plus into the bracket ending price minus beginning price divided by beginning price. Okay, now we'll see one by one about these all things. Okay, first, what is the annual income? Annual income is nothing but whatever return he is getting. So how much return he get? Return is nothing but our dividend. So how much of the dividend he got? 8 rupees, correct? So that is the annual income plus ending price. So ending price is nothing but the price at which he sold the shares. So at which price he sold? Rupees 160, correct? So ending price is 160 minus, next what they ask, beginning price. The beginning price is nothing but the price at which Ajay purchased the shares. What is the purchase price? 140. So simply whenever such kind of questions arise, you easily understand that ending price is the price, it is selling price. Beginning price is a purchase price for what price he purchased, right? Divided by beginning price. Beginning price is nothing but again purchase price, correct? Okay, now we'll see the rate of return is equal to annual income 8 plus ending price, that is sales price 160 minus beginning price, that is 140 into the bracket completed divided by beginning price, that is purchase price 140, correct? Next, first do the calculation whatever there in the bracket. Okay, so 160 minus 140, how much? 20. So 20 plus 8 is 28. So 28 divided by 140. So how much we got the answer? 0.2, right? So usually how we measure the interest and all? Percent mein, correct? So now we got in the decimal values or we got the answer in a point. So now we have to convert this point into percentage. So how to convert? Simple. I think everybody know that. Whenever you wanted to convert the decimals into percentage, just multiply it by 100, correct? So we want answer in percentage. So what we got answer is 0.2. So multiply by 100. We got the answer in the rate of percentage. The rate of return is 20%. Okay, so the whatever shares Ajay bought, on that he got the total 20% of the return. Okay, so this is the simple example how we calculate the rate of return. I hope everybody understood with this. Okay, so in the next class we will see the remaining part.